I guess it's sort of the question for me is like, well, what kind of people do you want to have be in your community? Given that these are the people that are already in your community, what kind of community do you want to create?
It starts with education and ends with education.
We want these kids all to graduate understanding what they've been taught, with their heads up high, saying, with a diploma in their hand, saying, you know, we did it.
You know, it's difficult to be the one that is different. When they are in the regular school year, many of these kids, they're maybe the only one that speaks a different language, that has different skin color. And that's difficult. No matter how great the teacher is and what great things teachers do and how much care they put into it, it's difficult to be the one that is different.
¿Hace calor en México?
Sí.
¿Hace frío en México?
No.
¿Quién dice que sí?
Yo.
¿A dónde?
México.
¿A dónde hace frío? ¿Quién sabe de algún lugar en México?
The Migrant Education Program provides educational services to children of migrant families. In the summer, we have a program just for migrant students that we usually run it for about 5 weeks. In Lane County is the first time, this year is the first time we had the program. And we provide services, we give classes to children from 1st grade to 5th grade. We have classes 4 days a week from 8:30 until 2:30 in the afternoon. We do math, language arts, social studies, and 1 day a week we go on field trips. We already went to the Portland Zoo. We're going to go to the aquarium in Newport, to the falls in Salem. All this experience that these children don't have those opportunities, and we believe that children need to be exposed and have this kind of experiences in order to be successful.
Well, I'm a bilingual assistant with the school district. I've been working with the school district for about 2.5 years, but this is not the job that I usually do during the school year. This is a summer job with the Migrant Education Summer School. And they have migrant ed summer schools in states all over the United States, in different communities, different school districts. They've had them in Salem for years, and this is the first one that we've had in Eugene, and I'm really excited and privileged to be part of it.
The summer school project was funded at a $10,000 level, but there was a lot of additional time that people put in to make the program work, which didn't account for expenditures from that $10,000. So we got a bigger bang from the buck than just that, just the plain $10,000. But it made a community of the school people who worked in that project, as well as the parents who came to visit their students there. And I think the students were even clamoring for more at the end of that. So that gave them, I think, it lit up their enthusiasm for wanting to learn more.
This is the first year we have a summer program in Lane County. We received a very small grant, it's about $10,000, and we just run one program in one elementary school. We did it at Whitaker School. We bring students from different schools, from different areas. Unfortunately, we weren't able to cover all of Lane County. We have migrant families in other parts of the county, but because of the problem of transportation, we didn't have enough funds to do that. We're hoping that for next year, the grant will go up, so we'll be able to bus in migrant students that come from Creswell, Cottage Grove, Junction City, and so we can give all of them an opportunity to participate in the program.
Well, today we've been playing on the store stuff because we're trying to do stuff like in the store. And then we're going to make tortillas. And after lunch, we're going swimming to YMCA. And we're going to take swim lessons. And we're going to swim. And I'm going to go to the big pool. And then after swim lessons, then it's time to go. And then we get to come back to the classroom and get our treats, and then it's time to go home.
These families are very strong. There's very strong bonding between members of the families. Many times they have to share many people to a home and so forth, but they have a faith. When they come to school, there's reverence. I'm saying that the migrant families hold schools and this community in high esteem, and they show all the respect they can in as many different ways as they can.
The migrant students are not exposed to many things, don't have many opportunities. They are 7, 8, 10, 12 years old, and they've never taken a swimming lesson. So two things why it's so good to take them swimming. The first one is that many of the families go to lakes and the children are playing in the water, and once in a while we have a child drowning. Actually, it happens too often that there are drownings among our migrant students. And the other one is that it's a great opportunity for them to be successful, really successful at something. If you remember when you learn how to swim and you finally get it and you go, oh, I can swim, just floating in the water, it gives them such a great feeling of accomplishment.
It was just really neat for me to see them coming in and their enthusiasm and their willingness to learn. It was just neat because they come in and they're always so friendly. They'd come up to me and talk to me, and they'd always listen whatever I said. They were never real confrontational like some kids can be when you're a lifeguard. And they would switch languages. They'd speak to me in English, but then they'd talk to each other in Spanish, and they were just sweet kids.
But what I do know also is that this community, having worked with this community for about almost 3 years now, that this community has something really valuable to offer that the English-speaking community of Eugene doesn't always know about and hasn't always had access to. And particularly in this neighborhood, there's a sense of family and community and like cooperation that is extremely valuable. And so I'm really clear that it's a huge contribution to Eugene and to Lane County and to the Whitaker neighborhood to have these children be like happy and self-expressed and bringing and contributing what they have to bring from their experiences.
And like a day didn't go by without me getting at least 5 hugs from all the kids, like when I first walked out on deck. I think all the instructors got that. And they really loved being here, and you could just tell. And so, I mean, they liked to play, but they wanted to learn also.
I guess in a real loving and caring way, I see the migrant ed parents entrusting a lot to us in terms of furthering their child's education. But they also have there's a certain respect that the families bring towards teachers, just respect for authority in general in terms of wanting things to be very orderly, and they don't necessarily question authority the way our students do, but they're trusting of us that we're going to have discipline in the schools, that students will come home with homework, and they expect more of a life of what we think of in terms of years past.
Ana?
Presente.
Enrique?
Presente.
Tomás?
Presente.
Sara?
Presente.
Teresa?
Presente.
Adriana? Por ahora están todos.
We like to do summer school in Spanish. I worked in summer school in the Salem area for a couple of summers, and we like to do it in Spanish for different reasons. One is to give them the opportunity for the students to relax, you know, and not always having to spend most of their time figuring out what is the teacher saying, because English is not their first language. So when you do it in Spanish, now everybody can relax, and we review a lot of the material. We do incorporate new materials to get them to catch up, but a lot of it is review and making sure that their basic skills are good. So we're going through the math. It's a lot more relaxed to do it in your native language than in your second language. Also, is when we bring their native language into the schools, it makes them feel that they are okay, because they are exposed, these children are exposed to a lot of teasing and criticism during the regular school year because they speak funny with an accent, or they don't understand. And so they start feeling bad about their culture, about their cultural heritage, about their language. So bringing in their language, it validates it. It's okay, and it's more than okay. It's wonderful. We try very hard to help them, that they'll be more secure and their self-esteem will be way up high, and then when they go to school in the fall, they'll be ready to tackle anything and they will be successful. And I talk to them a lot that I want to see each and every one of them graduating from high school and going into college. And I like it when I have the same kids coming back the next summer, or some of them coming back, and so I talk about it again, and I do feel that I'm making a difference. I do think that I convince many of them that this is their own idea, this is what they have to do, and they're going to go and do it. The children that we serve in this program, many of them will not be able to make it. And by make it, I say graduating from high school and have a good life if programs like this ones disappear. We're not taking anything from the schools, that we're not taking any funds from the schools or from the community. I truly believe that we have a social responsibility to continue to support programs like this for the benefit of the children.